This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Cajun Country in Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Roadrunners will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get...
I didn't want to go to bread and butter. One for the bread and butter. Bread and butter, y'all. Let's do it real quick, y'all. Instead of all tunnel, y'all. $5. Topic got a chance.
And make sure they limit that return.
United States bad. Stiff up really near that industrial commerce. And they come on in like wax. I ain't got no much my thing. This nigga's really missing how you think you make this much.
To the 21-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Finding open areas. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. It's a seam wide open. The 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Give to the back. Crosses the 35. Flying down the left side. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UTSA!
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a crease, it's Perry. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Got it in the middle, it's Dennis. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Hits him with a stiff arm. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give is to Williams. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To throw, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Williams.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Finds his man, it's Dennis. Oh, he dropped it! And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on third. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Grab behind the line. It's Allen. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Roadrunners will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Easy completion on the shuffle. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Perry. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Howard. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Raging Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's caught inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Raging Cajuns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to run, it's Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Fires into the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Smashes through the tackle. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Howard. Plucks it out of the air. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Sampson. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. First down for this offense. Snapped it in the shotgun. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changed. It's still a 14-point game. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Raging Cajuns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Oh, what a missed opportunity for this defense. They desperately needed to make a play, and they just can't do it.
Reese, that's the kind of night it's been. We can just watch that clip on replay to show how frustrating of a day. When you're already got in a big hole, everything's going the other direction, you have to make a play, and that kind of play happens, man, that is frustration to the max.
They booted away on 4th down. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dropping back, it's Howard. Working that wide receiver screen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns are on the move. The give is to Williams. Turning on the Jets. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Back to throw, it's Howard. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cajuns!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence and they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to pass, it's Howard. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Going to swing it on second down. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Makes the catch. It's Allen. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points now to get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense...
There he goes! He's loose. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. To running room. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
But one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the fourth quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off play action. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab down the left side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Louisiana. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Motion from the wide receiver. Defense playing a bail technique. Pulls it in. It's Sampson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Dropping back, it's Howard. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Got to find a completion on this one. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it.